And welcome inside the Schaefer Center here in the campus of Southwestern Summers Valley University in Waxahachie, Texas. I'm Rob Price, he's John Cookman, and we are kicking off the men's basketball season here at the Sega Sports Network as the St. Gregory's Cavaliers are in town. They come in this game 5-5. Your Lions come in at 9-4. And I should say 10-3. Check that, 10-3.
10-3.
And could be a barn burner ball game. Two evenly matched clubs in the Sooner. It's all coming up next right here in the Sega Sports Network. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
SID, baby. You ready? A night. On the ones and twos. Yeah. Sagu in the place to be. Yeah. Feels good, don't it? Hey. Feels good, don't it? Hey. Feels good, don't it? Hey. Here we go. Lions in the pack, never got slack, pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score, can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord. Lions in the pack, never got slack, pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score, can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord. Lions in the pack, never got slack, pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score, can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord.
Price here along with John Cookman, and we're just a few minutes away from tip-off. It's going to be a good ball game tonight.
It's going to be a great ball game.
You cannot take this 5-5 team for granted, even though we're 10-3. Both teams are 1-1, and the Sooners, we know, is tough from the top down to the bottom every year.
That's right. Well, neither one of these teams are actually bottom dwellers, so this is going to be a great matchup. We spoke with Coach Donnie Boswick earlier today, and he talked about the mirroring of this matchup. These teams are very, very similar when you look at how they play, the style, the very aggressive, hard-nosed defense style that they play. So it should be a barn burner all the way down to the end.
We've got two players I'm looking out for. Number one is Emmanuel Ladoy. He's got 91 rebounds on the season already. And he also, believe it or not, is like third in the team with steals with 19. He's a big man getting after it. Plus, number two, the guy, I think, you know, as he goes, so goes the team. We're talking about Jonathan Walter, the senior, averages 15 a game, 27 steals, top rebounder as well. As he goes, so go the Lions, and those two have got to get off to a good start. He's a slasher. He plays the three, but he can bring the ball up. He can rebound. He does it all for the team that is really trying to rebound from a Rambo-less team and a Gentryless team. Although let's talk about Gentryless, because we're not that Gentryless. We've got two more Gentrys on the team.
We do. We have two Gentrys. One's a starter, or sometimes, or at least a six-man. And Micah, the little brother, is, as Coach Boswick told us today, the best three-point shooter out of the bunch. And those guys are just incredible hard-nosed players. But a key for the Cavaliers tonight, if they want to walk away with a win, Marty Wilkerson has to have an above-average game. He is the NAIA scoring leader right now at nearly 25 points a game. But to walk away out of this gym with a win, I say he's got to go for 30. Really? He can do that very easily, though. That's not an impossible or a really huge task for him. He can hang 30 on you very quickly. But the other side of that is their defense. He's also in, I think, the top 5, at least the top 10 leading stealers of the NAIA. So they have a very big horse on the team, as well as the rest of the team really rallies around him and plays, and they know their roles. So this is a team that's very capable of coming in here tonight and getting a victory.
Just two of the many teams in the Sooner playing tonight. Let's check in now with Adam Ferguson as the action of all the other games happening across the Sooner Athletic Conference. Adam?
It's some of the men's games in the Sooner Athletic Conference tonight. First off, we have Oklahoma City versus USAO. OCU comes in at 5-3 overall and 1-1 in conference play. USAO comes in at 1-8 and is 0-2 in conference play. OCU looks to get the spring semester off to a good start, playing the last place USAO squad. They score about 16 points per game more than USAO. Look for them to go on the road and play an easy game against USAO. Next, we have John Brown and MacU. JBU comes in tonight at 10-4 with a 2-0 record in conference play. But MacU is 8-6. They're playing tough, and they are 1-1 in conference. JBU is second in the Sooner Athletic Conference, but MacU has been scoring about 6 more points per game than JBU, so keep an eye out on that. They both come in about 500 and look for the home court advantage to play a big role in this game between these two hot teams. And next game is most likely going to be the game of the night, as we have number 18 Texas Wesleyan playing number 16 Wayland Baptist. Texas Wesleyan is 12-0 and 2-0 in conference, and WVU is 11-1 and 1-1 in conference play. And again, is what should be the game to watch tonight. Keep your eyes peeled for this score. It can be a toss-up. Home court should be the only advantage in this game, as both teams are scoring above the 80-point mark. Again, keep your eyes on this matchup. And the last one, other than our own game tonight, is Southwestern Christian at number 11, OBU. SCU is 4-6 overall with an 0-2 record in conference play, and OBU is 11-2 with a 1-1 conference record. OBU sits 4th in the SAC, while SCU is towards the bottom of the standings with almost a 15-point per game advantage over SCU. Look for OBU to protect their home court tonight, and which will be a pretty easy game for them. We'll be right back after the short commercial break with more action from John and Rob.
I'm sure here at the SAGU Sports Live Network. Tell you what, school's not back, but you can't really tell. The crowd's lively, and the students who are here are making some noise already, John.
There's a little bit of an electricity still here.
Tonight. We know the Sabres is a great place to play. We weren't sure earlier, will the fans show up? But it makes a difference, and the whole Sooner knows this is a tough place to play.
This is a tough place to play. Back when, a couple years ago, when we were in the Red River, it was the talk of the conference. Matter of fact, the conference loved to bring the tournament here because our fans just love basketball and they love to watch it, and it's electric in here.
Well, it's also Ellis County night here at the Schaefer Center, which means anyone who lives in Ellis County, you show your ID, free ticket. I think to kind of help the crowd get better because there were no students here yet. But I tell you what, someone's here, either Ellis County folks or students. It is getting loud already.
Yeah.
And any final thoughts on tonight's game? Who do you predict? I mean, you're a fair guy. Call a winner and give me a point total. We'll see if you're right.
You know, as you know, SAGU Sports Network, we're a SAGU-based operation, but we don't like to be biased, SAGU. We're a little slanted, and we gladly admit that. But we like to have the reality check and know where our place is. I think it's going to be a good game. I do think we come out with a 1-2 point victory tonight.
That close. That close. I think they'll shut down Marty. Well, we have some other sister schools in our Assembly God movement in action. Let's check in again with Adam Ferguson, who has the update on all the sister schools on the hardwood tonight, the next few nights ahead. Adam, take it away.
Thanks, Rob and John. Let's have a look at some of our sister schools' men's basketball teams as Evangel plays Mid-American Nazarene University on the road. Evangel sits at 7-6 on the season. They travel to Kansas to take on Man U, who sits at 8-8. Now, they already lost earlier this season by 10 on the road, so keep your eyes peeled for what should be a tough road game for the Crusaders. And lastly, we have the University of Valley Forge going on the road to Florida to take on the #1 Ohio Christian University. They're the #1 team in the NCCAA. And this is part of the Johnson University Classic down there in Florida. At 4-5 on the year, look for the Patriots to struggle in the first game of this tournament against, again, the best team in the nation. But after this quick commercial break, we'll be right back with some more from John and Rob right here on the SAGU Sports Network.
Welcome back to the SAGU Sports Live pregame show. Rob Price here. He's John Cookman. He's Adam Ferguson. Welcome inside the broadcast booth.
Thank you.
I know you're a busy guy. We're going to add a couple wrinkles here, Ned, include you in the ballgame, and that is we're going to each pick who we think is going to have the biggest game, the breakout game for tonight. Who do you got tonight?
Well, tonight I got the senior, Caleb Feemster.
Good player.
He leads the team in three-pointers made, and he's shooting almost 40% from the arc. He's close to it, but look for him tonight to kind of jack up some threes. That's kind of what we do with Southwestern. We do that a second. We shoot threes, try to get those wings. So look for Feemster to have a big game tonight.
His freshman year, I saw him hit a game-winning three-pointer, and the crowd mocked him, me included. I was lifting him up in the air. I think I hurt my back. He can hit big shots in big moments.
That's true.
And that's a good pick. He could have a good game. Now, I'm looking at the stats, and I see one name at the top almost everywhere. His name is Jonathan Walter, the Devin Harris lookalike. I mean, let's admit it, he looks like Devin Harris. He is the team leader in minutes per game, 26. Points per game, 15.5. Steals at 27. He also leads the team in field goal percentage at 51%. As he goes, really so go these Lions. He plays the three, plays the slash. He can score inside, outside. Great defender. And I just think he's got to have a big game tonight for the Lions to win.
Well, my player to watch is the newcomer. This will be his first game, Ramad Robertson.
Tell us about him.
I've played with this guy. I've watched him play. I've watched him work out with the team. He's quick.
Head coach for the Cavaliers is John Martin. And now the starting lineups for your Sagu Lions. At forward, standing at 6'6", junior from DeSoto, Texas, number 0, Marcus Price. At guard, standing at 5'10", junior from Chicago, Illinois, number 1, Rashad Alexander. At guard, standing at 6'2", junior from Hondo, Texas, number 2, Jason Gentry. At forward, standing at 6'4", senior from Garland, Texas, number 21, Jonathan Walter. And at forward, standing at 6'5", junior from Little Rock, Arkansas, number 32, Emmanuel Adoy. Head coach is Donnie Boswick, assistant coaches are Garrett Jones, Caleb Hondo Gentry, and team chaplain David Leatherberry.
And welcome back inside the Schaefer Center. It is time to tip off here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Lady Cavaliers won the first game 65-61. Here come the men, ready to play some ball here. It's the opening broadcast of the Sagu Sports Network season. Glad to have you aboard. Welcome all those watching from the St. Gregor's area. Tipping off will be Jaron Vieira and Marcus Price, no relation, obviously, no relation. And Cavaliers will get the ball for the first possession of the game.
Are you sure?
I'm quite positive that that large man of different ethnicity is not my brother. Loose ball. Walter comes up with it way on up ahead. Looking for Alexander. Recycle. The senior Walter slashes, gets over Rashad from 3. Too strong off the glass. Offensive board from Price. Tips over to Doy. Back to Walter. Too strong. Cleared out by Jaron Vieira. And here comes Marty Wilkerson, number 10, the leading scorer in the NAIA. Watch for him all night long and make some differences in this ball game.
He is a difference
He's
maker.
quick, too. Look how fast he is. Good.
Leading scorer in the nation.
Jacks it up from 3. Good. Right on cue, Marty Wilkerson gets on track early. First shot of the game by any Cavaliers. Good. 3-0. SGU. Now here's Rashad Alexander, the newcomer, the junior, transfer from Milwaukee Tech. Where's number 1? get the stars tonight. Emmanuel Adoy, the solid junior inside, no good, but Marcus Price put back. Weak side rebound, up and in off the left hand. The 6'6" junior, get out of my way, transfer from Mountain View Community College via DeSoto, Texas, cuts the lead to 1. Number 2, that's right, another Gentry, Jason Gentry, Caleb Gentry's younger brother, getting the start for Coach Donnie Boswick in his 4th year. Long 3 outside, rattles in and out, and it's Gentry with the board in transition, on up ahead to Rashad Alexander. Cross court over to Walter, backs in, loses the handle, keep it right here, off of Vieira, the senior from Georgetown, Texas. Another transfer. He was at Lubbock Christian before he came to join the Cavaliers. John Martin in his 7th year at the helm at SGU. Trying to get a road win here early in conference play. Skip pass over from Walter to Rashad Alexander. Looks inside, back over to Gentry. Nice pass inside to Marcus, loses it. Reset, Alexander finds Adoy. Bounce pass inside to Marcus Price. Nice tough shot, mid-range for a big guy. Soft hands, puts it in, John. That's impressive.
He's very impressive. We've been watching him in practice. Of course, this is the first game that he's been eligible to play. And talking with him on the sidelines, he indicated that he was ready to come in and be a difference maker for this team.
Marty Wilkerson shot long 3, no good. Walter leads the team in scoring. Gets over to Alexander, another long 3 himself. Good, Rashad Alexander, the junior from Chicago, extends the lead to 4.
And both Rashad and Marcus. Rashad just got approved. He's got a couple games under his belt, but he's a newcomer as well.
Downtown 3, easy putback. No problem for Richard Shields off the big miss from Trey Jones. Adoy slides inside, doesn't get the friendly roll, rolls over both edges of the rim. Here come the Cavaliers, number 10, Marty Wilkerson, leading scorer in the nation, shadowed by Alexander. Boy, he's quick, he's fast, and he gets a whistle. Hand check from Rashad Alexander on the floor, his first. Cavaliers inbound underneath the Lions basket. And Alexander almost picked it away. He did finally pick it away. Trying to get the middle of the court. Look at his wings. Got Walter. Went up and under. Reverse. Didn't get to fall. I think it was too much kind of underneath the rim there, John. Not the best angle of attack. Probably could have went straight up with it. Maybe drawn contact.
Well, as a collegiate basketball player, athlete, you've got to be able to reposition yourself at a moment's notice and correct the angle while you're in the motion.
Even in the air, absolutely.
That's right. And that's, one of the differences between, next level play.
Quickly in the game, Guidry way off the mark on that one.
He had to shoot that because he was wide open. It's tough coming off the bench, super cold like that.
Wilkerson, shadowed by Walter. Lions, ferocious on defense, playing looks like a kind of a matchup zone. They're moving so quick. It's hard to tell if they're in a zone or a man. Adoy over to Alexander. Pass to Guidry, right side, back to Alexander. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Lions up 2 early here. A lot of energy in that building and a lot of energy from both teams. Feimster in, looking for the cutting Guidry. And here come the Cavaliers. And that's a big-time move right there from Marty Wilkerson.
Well, Marty Wilkerson will not disappoint tonight. He's not one of those guys that's hit or miss. He brings it every night, and he just knows how to score.
Adoy patient, finds Feimster outside. Feimster is on the mark. Great inside-out game from the Lions. Those two have done it many a night, and they continue. Adoy back to Feimster. Lions up 3. Boy, as a head coach, you got to love that when the game starts inside, works its way back out. Feimster looked calm as he released it. Walter with a steal. They've got numbers, 3-on-1. Up to Feimster. Dunk, or up, I should have said a dunk attempt. He got hung by the rim, Walter. Not the best of passes, but boy, that would have lit the crowd up.
And what was great about that the momentum that got pushed down is there was 4 Sagu Lions underneath the basket ready to rebound. And that came off, and Tyler Guidry got the rebound and just got it knocked out of bounds.
Whistled.
Was he on the line? It looked like he was on the line.
He was on the line when he caught the basketball in the corner. Turnover, Lions. Lions, as you see, ranked number 25 in the nation. They're no stranger to being ranked the last couple of years underneath head coach Donnie Bostwick.
I'm not sure that wasn't out of bounds. It's a bank shot off of the shot clock. Oh, they did call it out of bounds.
There's some mild pressure now from the Cavaliers. Just trying to milk some of that time off the clock.
This is called token pressure.
There it is.
Half-court token pressure just to make sure it keeps the offense honest. There's no trap involved.
Josh Swearingen, number 12 into the game. Caleb off the left side. Good rebound by Remington Mitchell. Up and in, and a bucket. The hoop and the arm. Sent him to the line. Remington Mitchell off the bench. On the board.
Well, you got to love bench play that comes in immediately and gets you points, gets you rebounds. Donnie Bostwick loves that about his team, and that's the way he coaches. He carries 17 guys on the bench, which is abnormally high, but he gives all 17 a chance to play. If you work hard in practice, you will play for Coach Donnie Bostwick.
Mitchell converts on the three-point play, extends the lead to 6. And here comes, I wouldn't say token pressure, this is some real pressure out front from Swearingen.
Well, this is a 55. It's a man-to-man. You can extend your 55 to full court or a three-quarter court usually. So it's get your man as soon as you can locate him, you get him, and you play. Tell me what kind of gum he's chewing. And that is another trait of a Donnie Bostwick coached team.
High screen pass, Feimster. Guidry on over to Erskine. Erskine short pass inside to Remington Mitchell. Fighting for position inside. Guidry back out. Erskine loves the 3, takes the 3. Long rebound. Mitchell.
Remington Mitchell.
Over to Feimster. He's in trouble. Skip pass over. Now to Erskine. Like the ball control, like the offensive boards. Now Tyler will slow things down. The senior. Erskine over 20 on the shot clock. Swearingen looks inside to Feimster. Double teamed. Shifts out of it. Over to Guidry, the floater. Too strong off the glass. Ripped out of the air by Aaron Mazibuko. Marty over to Richie. Richie nails a 3 from the corner. Lead back to 3. Marty, you have to respect him. Anytime he touches the ball, which pulls those players in, he can find the open man, and he does just that. Richie nails down the 3. Swearingen quickly over to Mitchell. Love the ball movement. Boy, these Cavaliers are playing quick, fast defense. Look how they're quickly adjusting. Guidry from 3. Good. Tyler Guidry, no stranger to three-point shots himself, puts the Lions back up by 6.
Well, Tyler Guidry can be deadly from the three-point line, especially if left open. He can also shoot with a hand in his face, and he's coming out tonight showing some aggressive play. Already gotten a couple rebounds.
Swearingen up in transition, too strong. And here comes Kevin Ritchie. Alley-oop pass, dunk converted the other end. It's Jaron Vieira putting it down.
The big
Cavaliers. And is Bostwick's custom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players set to check in. Wholesale exchanges at the next stoppage of play for the Lions. Skip pass over to Swearingen. Inside, strong, tough shot. Gets it to fall. Josh Swearingen on the board, the freshman from Arlington, Texas.
And I can tell you what, he was determined to make that no matter what because of the goose that he laid, that goose egg that he laid on the last easy little bunny layup.
He also knew he was coming out. He saw the 5 players.
and I got to get that score while I'm in.
Get out of here.
You got to love that.
And
You
there's
got
some
to
other
love that attitude.
Scores from the Sooner Athletic Conference, John. You see Oklahoma Baptist, big over Southwest Christian, 82-46 in women's basketball. I called that game. That was one of my Sherlock picks, and I was right, as usual.
Well, it looks like
Unlike you tonight, who blew tonight's game.
I'm 0-1, and you're 1-0.
Adam, were you? What did Adam do, John? Adam won his game.
Adam
Close
says he
won
won.
his game. So he's we got him up, Adam. We're both 1-0 on the big boy.
Well,
We're keeping score.
There's
I'm
a lot of
officially keeping
season
score.
left. And if you want to participate in the guaranteed win exchange, join us on Twitter at Sagu Sportsnet and call your Sherlock, your guaranteed win.
The Holmes pick, the Sherlock.
In the Sooner Athletic Conference.
18-12, Lions up early, playing good all around offensive, defense. You see the social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube in the bottom left corner. Stay connected. Social media. Meanwhile, in trouble are the Cavaliers, and here comes Rashad Alexander on up ahead to Walter. Spins over, finds Gentry over to Adoy. No good. Walter offensive board. He'll take it back up again. The 8-footer. Good! What a tough shot. But he squares his shoulders. High release. Nothing but the bottom of the net. What a shot by Walter.
It is, and this is what we've come to expect from John Walter. Very, very smart. High basketball IQ. Knows when to shoot the ball, and is very accurate.
Lions up 8 now. 3 ball. In the corner is good, and that one is Zach Samaha, the senior, the 6'5" senior, a transfer from Southeastern Oklahoma State. Can you name the one NBA legend who played at Southeastern Oklahoma State? Mr. Cookman.
I think that would be Dennis Rodman.
You would be thinking correctly. Samaha transferred from that school in Oklahoma.
And I believe
Played for
that's
St.
pronounced Samaha.
Samaha.
And that was a really great looking shot. These guys can come out and they can flat play. They're led by, they have an inspirational leader in Marty Wilkerson. But as we can see, they hustle, they play defense. Last year, they were a real force in the national tournament.
Floater from Alexander, no good, but he is quick. He can just create space. Now on up ahead, Kevin Ritchie. Sets up shop, shadowed by Alexander. Big man up top, Josh Williams gets it over in the corner and a loose ball. Walter just takes it right out of the hands of Samaha. And a whistle on the other end. It's going to be Marcus Price going to the line. A strong move inside. Where's number 0? And again, getting his first start, John, just was, I guess, ruled eligible in the last 24, 48 hours. So he gets to start and making the most of his time. When minutes are hard to come by, like you said, when you have 15, 16, 17 players on that bench, you got to take advantage of every minute you're in there. And Marcus drains that one.
Well, we knew Marcus just coming in, even last semester practicing, we knew coming in that he was going to be a special player for this team. One of the grout fillers in maybe a void that was left by Caleb Gentry and Dominic Rambo. This kid can flat play defense. He knows the game. He understands how to play the game. But on top of that, he has a shot of sweetness.
The big man with the soft touch. And it looks like a wet spot on the floor near the free throw extended line.
A little custodial work done by the referee.
And looks like Walter
trying to help.
Shoes. It's got to be the shoes, man. It's got to be the shoes. It's got to be the shoes.
We'll see about that.
I think Adam's too young to remember that commercial. The famous Nike Air Jordan commercials. It's got to be the shoes. You and I remember those, Mr. Cookman.
We do.
Here's some full court pressure now. That extended 5 that you talked about, John. Cavaliers able to break it, and a whistle inside. Emmanuel Ladoy is going to get called for that one.
That usually goes Emmanuel Ladoy's way, and as a charge. That was very close. Emmanuel's very quick to get his feet planted, especially that deep in the paint.
And there you caught the end of it. Ladoy went tumbling. First free throw good by Trey Jones. Where's number 3? Name is 3. Trey sinks one for the Cavaliers. Cuts the lead to 5. Trey Jones, a senior 6'2" guard from Sherman, Texas. Transfer from Lubbock Christian. Ladoy over to Walter from 3, and he's blocked. Great defense by Trey Jones.
Well, it is quite obvious to the eye test that every one of these Cavaliers that have shared the floor tonight know how to play basketball.
Gentry, strong move behind the back, no look shot, and out of control, and you can get called for a charge a lot of the times, and he is whistled with the infraction.
Well, he didn't square up to the basket. He actually turned his shoulders away from the basket, which most of the time the ref is not going to see as a move to the basket, and that's going to be an out-of-control foul or control foul, which in this case was a charge.
Working inside here is Trey Jones, losing the handle. Gentry shadowing Jones, works inside baseline, skips it back over. Long three-point shot. They look good coming off, and who else? Number 15,
it's
Marcarius Bodie.
It's been a long time since I've seen someone duplicate a Michael Cooper-esque shot. He launched that from a good 6 inches to the side of his head.
Trey Jones gets it over and looks at Bodie, passes it up, and we got a mismatch here. You got Marcus Price on Trey Jones. Now they switch back. Now they're back where they need to be. Ladoy, though, give it up some speed for size and wrestles down the rebound. How about Ladoy with the defense? Meanwhile, Alexander gets it over inside, misplayed to Swearingen, or check that, Ramad Robertson, a player you mentioned in pregame. Where's number 15? Keep an eye on Robertson tonight. He's a player you've got your eye on, John.
Well, Ramad is a freshman, and we've watched him closely in practice, and he exhibits a lot of natural ability, athletic ability, just raw skill that can be a game changer if tamed by a really knowledgeable coach like we have in Donnie Bostwick. He's fast, maybe as close to Dominic Rambo fast as I've seen.
Feimster for 3. Long rebound, pulled down by Richard Shields. Robertson, by the way, is a Mesquite Poteet product here in the DFW area. And there is Marcarius Bodie draining the 3, which elicits a timeout from head coach Donnie Bostwick.
Again, Michael Cooper-esque.
And they got their first lead, 23-21. Donnie's seen enough.
These guys have come to play. They were national champion contenders. They did well in the national tournament. Really surprised a lot of people on their path last year, and which was no surprise to us, as Sagu also shared a berth in the national tournament last year. And St. Greg's, I do believe they upset one of the highly ranked teams, Georgetown.
I believe they did beat Georgetown last year's tournament.
You guys fact check me, but I believe Georgetown is former national champions the year before. They beat Sagu
in the national title game in 2013. 10 of the team's 16 players for the Cavaliers are college transfers, John. That tells you a lot about the experience level and recruiting prowess of head coach John Martin. 10 of 16 came from another college to play as a Cavalier. That shot no good. Adoy, who else with the rebound? He's quickly to passing up to Guidry, and just one step ahead, was looking for Tyrone Banks in transition, unable to complete the second pass. First pass was fine from Adoy to Guidry.
Well,
Guidry overestimated the speed, apparently, of Banks.
The 1 and 2 guard at play right now, Tyrone Banks and Ramad Robertson, the 2 quickest guys on the team by a long shot. This team could be really fast with those 2 guys in the game.
Guidry with another board. Up ahead to Banks. Tough pass to Feimster, and he throws it away to Marcarius Bodie. Whistle, and that'll send Marcarius to the line as he was in the act of shooting. 6-foot junior from Memphis, Tennessee, out of Mississippi Delta Community College. He'll go to the line, a chance to extend the lead to 4 as we have reached the nearly the 6-minute mark, 6:12 in fact, remaining in the first quarter, in the first half of play here at game 2 of our doubleheader. Remington Mitchell's going to check back in for Coach Bostwick and give Adoy a breather. We've got a handful of players have already played. I'm counting 7. We've got 12 players have already played the game, Jan. Like you said, he will cycle them in and out.
Well, his philosophy is I bring players in to play.
Yeah.
And he just needs hard work, hustle. That's his system. You work hard, he wins ball games.
There's your man Robertson off from the baseline, no good. Not a bad looking shot.
Oh no, he's got a really sweet shot. You know, first game jitters. He's got to work that out, get rid of that little extra energy that's not productive.
Marcarius,
this
another
kid
3
has proven that he can shoot. I believe he's 3 for 3.
Bodie buries another one, 28-21, and count them up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players for Sagu. Come on in. You're next up. I was going to say the Price is Right, but that's my last name. I won't go there.
Oh my!
I just did because I said it. I'm sorry. Oh
what
my
a
goodness.
Cheese ball.
It's going to be Gentry and Alexander and Adoy and Walter and Price. I think that's your starting 5. Back out on the floor again. Walter over to Gentry. Caleb Gentry's younger brother. He's quick. Really called for travel there. Adoy stripped as he's going up. Not a bad move, but good defense by the Cavaliers. Look to extend their lead. If I got a lead of 7, Marty Wilkerson, no good off the mark. He's stuck with 5 points right now. That's good if you're the Lions. Adoy over to Gentry. Looked at Walter, passed him up. Now gets to Walter inside, and bucket's no good, but a whistle.
Great strong move by Jonathan Walter.
Didn't give up on the play. Pump faked a pass to him. Walter hesitated, went back underneath, back door. Gentry found him, took it up strong off the glass, on the line, a chance to cut into this 7-point lead. This senior from Garland drains the first one. Out of Garland High School, the 6'4", we're going to miss him. He plays he's listed as a GF, guard and forward. He really is a slasher. He can play the 2, he can play the 3, he can play the 4 if you need him to.
I've seen him play every position. He's got that kind of basketball IQ and strong, incredibly strong. So that's why he can go down low, but he has a finesse game that allows him to play up in the guard position as well. Smarts to play point guard.
He's got 3 early on. Now here's Marty Wilkerson, shadowed by Gentry, into the paint. Got a lot of attention. He kicks it back out to a man in the corner, no good. But offensive rebound blocked, no foul called, clean as Marty tried to get a shot off. Oh, behind the back pass from Marcus Price. Don't do that, sir. Give it up. Find a guard. Instead, he gives up a bucket to Trey Jones. Marcus Price trying to do a little extra mustard on the pass to himself. Behind the back, And that did not work.
Well, we'll give him an A for effort and an F for execution.
Rashad, the floater, no good. Here comes Wilkerson in transition, looking to score head up, never head down. And he is tripped and slides out of bounds near the Lions bench.
I don't know if you saw that, but this referee almost dislocated his hip trying to make that call.
That'll send Wilkerson back to the line. Stands just 5'9", but he stands tall in the standings, getting national attention. There you see him right there, a potential player of the year candidate early on for the Cavaliers. And the Lions know what that feels like. The last 2 years, there's been a guy named Dominic Rambo who's been the NAIA Player of the Year. This guy is following in Rambo's footsteps. Same type of player, strong, quick, can score from anywhere on the floor,
Except
and he drains that one.
This guy's scoring about 3.5 points more a game than Dominic
Rambo
Rambo
was. Alexander.
And averaging a couple more steals.
Good ball movement from the Lions, patient. Gentry asking for a high screen pick from Adoy. Here's Alexander from the side from 15. And put back, weak side rebound. And that just is what Jonathan Walter does. We've come to expect that kind of a basket. And that's just normal, heads up, intelligent play from Walter.
It is. He's got a great sense of knowing where the ball's going to come off the rim and just the strength to get there.
Lead at 8. Skip pass over, nearly dropped the ball. Got position. Walter just stands his ground.
Goes straight up.
Don't elicit a foul. And maybe you get a reward on the other end. Rashad over to Gentry for 3. No good. Gentry Walter outran the rebound. Sometimes on those long shots, the rebound's going to come off long, and Walter just misjudged that by just a second as he was hard to the basket.
That shot was shot very tired. And you've got to really place yourself and your feet underneath you to get your legs and up through the shot.
And Adoy whistled inside with the body. That's going to be his second foul. 8 fouls on the Lions overall. They're Cavaliers in a bonus for sure.
The Lions have been a little dry in the last 10 minutes, really. Came out really strong, and the well has run dry for just a little while.
You see the SEC update for women's basketball. Winners tonight, OKC, number 2 ranked team. OBU as well, won their game tonight. Marty Wilkerson sets up shop for the Cavaliers. 2 minutes remaining in first half. Up 8 on the road. This team is 5-5 on the season, not playing like it, John.
No, this team is deadly.
So have they played
well,
some tough teams like the women have? The Cavaliers?
They've actually lost their last 2 that did not count because they were exhibition games, which is a little odd so deep into the season. But both were, I believe, D1 schools. And when you play such high-level opponents, that tends to bring you a team like this, a coach that really knows what he's doing. It tends to raise their level of play. And so this is the first game that they will play tonight that is relatively even competition. So I would expect that those last, even though they were losses, those last 2 games are going to provide a boost for them.
Long rebound offensive glass from Kalen Love gives the Cavaliers another offensive attempt, and that's going to be foul number 3 called against Emmanuel Adoy. Donnie Bostwick arguing, saying he had both hands straight up, but Adoy, well, you know what? Check that. They're going to give it to Jason Gentry, who fouled him from behind. Adoy got lucky there, John. That could have been easily called on Emmanuel inside, but it'll be Gentry charged with the infraction.
True, and I think Coach Bostwick feels like that was at least a no-call type situation. Two guys working really hard there, and I think he wanted the charge. But and that's the only time you'll ever see Coach Boswick get beside himself publicly is he preaches, hold your ground, play defense, stand in there and take a charge, and he will fight for his guys if they don't get that when they should.
Drew Erskine, skip pass over to Feimster. Alexander, back to Feimster, looking inside, left side, nothing there. Skip pass way over to Erskine. In the corners, Walter cutting through. Adoy, pump fake underneath. Now it's Erskine from 7 feet and rolls it over the front edge of the rim.
That's a great vision from underneath the basket in the traffic from Rashad Alexander, and that's what he does. He's out there because he sees the court so well, sees where the lanes and the people are, and he can manipulate how that ball will travel through those lanes.
He's quick, too. He is all over Marty. As the half
no good
has arrived, and that basket is no good. We go to halftime, 36-26. The same 10-point lead the Lady Cavaliers enjoyed, so do the male counterparts. 36-26. Quick thoughts before we go to commercial break, John, on what the Lions did and didn't do in half number 1.
Well, it looks like the storyline for the first half is, again, shooting percentage. You've got a guy like Marty Wilkerson, who is such a great shooter. He's an inspirational leader just by his play, which we saw a lot of back when SAGU was being led by Dominic Rambo and Caleb Gentry. They were both inspirational players. Well, Marty Wilkerson has that same type of charisma just through example of play. And it raises the level of everyone else around that says, you know what, I can play like that. I want to play like that. And tonight we are seeing that proof positive showing up on this floor tonight.
He's got 9 points, but leading the way for St. Gregory's is Marcarius Bodie off the bench, 11 points on the strength of a couple threes, and he's and his team have been
well, he had 3 threes and a 2. He might be perfect on the night.
Well, let's take you to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more halftime stats and data as we prepare for a second half of play here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Lions down 10 like the Lady Lions were. This score, 36-26. We'll be right back here on the SAGU Sports Network.